Now, rumors came out that David Benavidez said, you know what? I was willing to take a flat fee of $5 million, no pay-per-view upside.
Hmm.
And he didn't want to fight. What's your reaction to David saying that? And is Canelo just doing what the big dog do?
I think Canelo just doing what the big dog do, man. If I'm Canelo, do I fight Benavidez right now? I wouldn't either. And I'm not saying like on a scared note or things, but I'm just like, damn, I got some easy way to get 30 million twice. I can go fight Munguia, which is not a hardest fight as Benavidez, or I could fight Ever Belanga, which I don't think is another hard fight like a Benavidez fight. So I just think that if the fight does come, it will probably be like a next year thing. He probably gonna fight Belanga and fight Munguia this year. And I think strategically, I think Canelo's team is doing a great job strategically because I think after a Munguia fight and he looks, I know he's gonna look amazing. And the Berlanga fight happened, and he's probably gonna look amazing. When those fights start happening, then we start talking about Canelo like we used to talk about Canelo, putting him on. Oh yeah, this guy's pound for pound. This guy can't be beat. This guy, and I think we start getting those repetitions and talking about Canelo again like that. Then we beef up for the fight with David Benavidez, and then he maximized the money. He probably make 100 million on that fight. Whether he probably would have got 60 now or 70, he probably make 100 million guaranteed fighting Benavidez if it plays out the way I think his team think it plays out, and he dominates his next two fights like we all think he like at least like I think it is from the style matchups. I think they do. I think Canelo's team is doing a good job. I think I would have did the same thing. If I'm Canelo, I do the same thing. Not because I'm scared, because I know one day this journey for me is going to end, and I'm gonna maximize everything I can, and I'm gonna get the most money out of everything I can. And while I'm doing it, while I can pick these fights, I'm gonna knock this guy out. I'm gonna beat this guy up, and I'm gonna look good in a stunning fashion. And then everybody gonna talk about me as number one pound for pound once again. You know what I mean? Because right now it's like out of sight, out of mind. You know what I mean? The last time we seen him fight was who? Charlo, right? With Charlo, and I thought he looked good. I just thought he had a counter partner which didn't make him look the best. But then you go to Munguia and you go to Belanga. Those are counter partners that's tailor made for Canelo to look good, and I think they're doing a good job, man. But I think he's running for Benavidez. I don't. I just think it's a lot of strategic chess moves going on with the Canelo team, and I like the move that he's making. From a financial standpoint, from a business standpoint, I like the moves he's making.
Knowing boxing, how you know boxing, how big of a threat is Benavidez to Canelo?
Now, Benavidez cold. Benavidez cold. I like it. Like I'm not betting against Benavidez. The only person I bet on a bet would beat Benavidez was Caleb Payne. I'm not betting against Benavidez, and then Anthony Durrell. But yeah, I usually I didn't even bet them other two fights except for the Durrell fight and the Plant fight. But Benavidez is just he different, man. He different, and he young, and it's like it's nothing that guy can. It's like it's nothing that he can't go through. It's almost like you could hit him with a brick, and it's like that won't even affect him. You know what I mean? So it's just like, how do you beat this guy? I think Canelo, like I said, Canelo probably the same age, 33. So I think Canelo doesn't have long. So the more he waits it out, I think the worse he becomes to fight a Benavidez. But Benavidez is cold, man. He cold. He cold. That motherfucker cold.
Now, last question about Canelo. Terrence Crawford made some news a couple
Mm-hmm.
months back, calling out Canelo, saying that he would love to fight him. How would you see that fight going if it ever was to materialize?
That's tight. Now that's a tight one right there. I think that's tight. I think Terrence has the skill to be anybody. I just think he has the skill and the timing to just be anybody. But is his activity rate high enough? That's my concern. Is his activity rate high enough to go to another 2 other weight class, jump up 2 other weight classes to fight a guy like Canelo. Could he do it? I think when you chasing legacy, it's nothing you can do, but that becomes a hard fight. That's a hard fight. That's a hard fight, but a pretty even one. That's a pretty even fight. Another fight that I would love to see. Another fight the world would love to see. Not something I could pick, but I'm definitely rolling with TC. Like I said, I'm my counterpart. I'm rolling with the counterpart, so I'm definitely rolling with TC.
How good is Terence Crawford, in your opinion?
Oh, he the best. He the
Best
best
in the world right now?
Mm-hmm.
Better than Canelo, better than Usyk, better than Fury.
He the best.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Speaking of Usyk and Fury, that fight got made, then it got delayed. Fury had a cut over his eye. Usyk team called him all kind of names, scaredy cat, whatever. Fury came back. How what do you make of all that? And is it like realistic that Fury had that cut in sparring? Like we seen the video, or is it Fury just being Fury, man, like playing games like he always do?
My thing is you can't play a cut. So,
I know,
but that's my thing. Like we had conversations when I heard people like, "Oh, he's scared, he running." Like you can't play a cut. Like, come on, like who has logic in this world still? You cannot fake a cut. You can't do it. Like a cut that big, that deep, you cannot fake that. You cannot say nobody was running. Or he got cut in sparring. He's actually sparring a guy that's pretty damn talented too. You know what I mean? And like you can't fake it. You can't fake that, man. And but it just lets you know how ignorant the world is for them to see a cut like that and to say, "Oh, you ducking." And all I see people saying is, "You ducking, you ducking, you ducking, you ducking." And I'm like, "How?" And I'm like, I don't even understand how ducking comes out of anybody's mouth when we see.
I mean, that's what Usyk team came out with. Oh, you scared of us?
My thing is, how do you see him being scared of Usyk when he fought the most dangerous man in the world 3 times? The most dangerous. And I'm talking about even if he beat him, he's still right now to this day, even if he just lost, the most dangerous guy in the world right now. Like he fought the most dangerous guy 3 times, but he's scared of Usyk. Like it's no logic in nobody's theory. Everybody just got a mouth to talk, and nobody got the opportunity to use the 2 eyes they got to see it for what it is. It happens in the sport that we in. It happens in basketball. It happens in football. It happens. I seen a couple Lions players this year tear their ACL before the game, in practice. So it happens. You know what I'm saying? Like any sport, it happens. So, but for people to say Tyson Fury duck the challenger, not the champion, but the challenger, is kind of absurd to me. It's absurd to me.
Absolutely. I was just going off what Usyk team put out there, man. It just seemed like they done had a lot of bad blood back and forth for like over the past year or so trying to get this fight made. So maybe it's just like a lot of frustration from them.